It's training camp season, and today we're going to take a look at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Get our first look at Roman Wilson. We're going to watch him run through some drills, catch some balls. We're going to see that speed. We're going to see him make some plays. But before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now because we're covering your favorite players every day at training camp. The pads are going to start popping this week. We're going to see some hits. We're going to see some of these rookies blow up in training camp. It's all going to be right here. The guys you're going to be drafting on your fantasy team here soon, you're going to want to know what they're doing at camp and in practice. You want to see if that guy's coming back from injury looking good or not. You'll know here. You'll know because I'll have it. Click that button. Stop missing out. You can see everything for yourself too. Roman Wilson. I got some clips and things are starting to heat up with him. We're working through some drills. And we're catching some balls over the middle like that one. Good hands. And we're also going to loop this and talk some ball as well. But here we go. Another one downfield. There is balls in the air. Good concentration on that one. I might have that one from different angles. Ball's getting out there. You can barely see it. There we go. Getting yards after the catch. Looking solid. Here it is, different angle. Plucks it right out of the air. Plucks it right out of the air. Roman Wilson is a great fit for this team. I said this around January, February. When analyzing him, I felt like the perfect landing spot for him was the Steelers. And the reason why I thought that, he just looked like a Steeler. He's a lunch pail wide receiver. He's a gritty route runner who just does everything expected out of him. Creates separation. He has speed. He has nuance. He's underrated a little bit, especially when he came to the draft. He fell a little bit. He was underrated going into the Senior Bowl, and then it came to the Senior Bowl. He's like one of the best wide receivers, if not the best wide receiver there, making play after play after play after play. Everybody was talking about his route running, saying he should be a first-round pick. Then that died out. Then he came to the Combine, and what he did at the Combine was pretty much what I was saying before. He did well. He scored well at the Combine in his metrics, but it wasn't overly flashy. And he came in with his lunch pail and just got the job done at the Combine, really. Has speed to burn. He's fast. He can get it done for you. He can create separation with his routes off the break. Has good hands. And now you have George Pickens on the other side. Those two wide receivers, once he's developed and ramped up, ready to go, they're going to merge well with each other because George Pickens, of course we know, is going to command the deep ball. He's going to command those alpha targets. You got Roman Wilson on the other side. Speed, separation, nuance, getting it done. Short to intermediate after the catch, stretching it a little bit. I think this is going to be a great tandem. And maybe they add more pieces over time over the years. But Roman Wilson in the draft for the Steelers, tremendous discount, and this is what the Steelers do. They stay patient in the draft, and they catch these discounts. George Pickens was another one. First-round talent, had that knee injury, fell in the draft. They got him in the second round. Darnell Washington, big-time talent, had a little injury and fell in draft a bit. People were wondering why. Steelers scoop him up. Now you got a good tight end, too, maybe more out of him. And Deontay Johnson. You got a wide receiver, fell in the draft a little bit. Small schooler, but had the characteristics of a guy that could break out. If you want to break it down all the way to Antonio Brown, fell deep into the draft, small schooler, but had the characteristics of a guy that could break out. This is a team that just finds these values. You want to talk with what they're doing with quarterback? They got two quarterbacks here with a lot of upside. One's a veteran who has a decorated history from long ago. One's a young prospect, had a rough patch over these last couple years, who had like one bad game in college, who can run it with top-end four speed, with a decorated deep ball that can thread the needle with a lot of characteristics that he could hit, and if he hits big. And they're playing him on the field, letting them battle it out together for less than $5 million. This team just finds these discounts. They got two good running backs that a lot of NFL teams would love to have. This team Najee Harris was a first-round pick, but still, Jalen Warren wasn't. Jalen Warren wasn't. Again, don't sleep on Roman Wilson because he fell in the draft a little bit. Because a lot of these players that hit for the Steelers fall in the draft a little bit one way or another. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.